Friend, there's nothing you can hide. See, what people don't understand, and this is very important, you can get away with more unrighteousness and wickedness when you are doing it to somebody that has done a ton of unrighteousness and wickedness. This is what people don't get. When they wonder, well, why does God show retribution in certain ways to others and then other people God doesn't? It's all has to do with your life resume. Nobody walking on water around here. But what code are you living by? What is your intention in your walk? Many people say intention doesn't matter. Friend, intention matters a ton. Intention is the source, the aggregate, the fullness of what you, it's the fullness of the substance that facilitates your act. Are you jealous? And is your action stemming from jealousy because you're fearful or you're envious or you're feeling like you don't have enough? Or are your actions stemming from love and all the safeguards that come with it? Because when you really lead with love, there's no fear in that. You know all will be provided to you. You don't know how. You want some, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I don't know how, but I know it's going to work. I don't know how it's going to work, and I don't know in what manner, but it's going to work because whichever way it goes, I'm going to be okay. Because I'm leading with the right spirit. And it is the spirit that will protect it. And it protecting it, it protects me. But when you come against someone with wickedness that has also come against other people with the same level of wickedness or more, you get away with a whole lot of stuff. Because wickedness works itself out. Yet if you come against someone that doesn't entangle themselves in that type of behavior, you come against people that lead with love. Uriah is leading with love, selflessness. He desperately wants to be a part of something good and righteous. He's captivated at the heart. And because of that, it directs his walk. He has ear, he hears beyond what the ears hear. He sees beyond what the eyes see. The king can't even mislead him. Because he's being led by the Spirit of God. And in this, David is held in the balance, friend. It will come to Nathan's knowing because Uriah was a righteous man. He's a warrior. He's out fighting, waging war, unaliving people. But for the love of the house and his intention, the way that he carries himself is integral. At a time where wars had to have happened. During the time of Uriah, during the time of David, all of these wars had to happen. Lest there would not be a house. There would not have been a David. There would not have been the longevity of this house to be able to withstand the wicked years. Many people will say, you know, God sent these people out here to wage war and unalive people and this and that. Friend, if you knew the nations in which these people were fighting and what was going on, it had to happen. You got beasts like you see in the grimoires or even in some of the ancient books, walking and living amongst men. You had wickedness on levels that we do not know of today. There was much going on that totally different than what we experience today. And because of the knowledge that was given and that must be worked out, this is all the working out of knowledge that should not have been given and that was given prematurely. These are the results of working such amounts of information out. It's a mess. And it had to be cleaned up. Yet David would use this. He would show himself in a different light as it related to Uriah, because he could. He felt that there would be no retribution. He felt that God would not come to Uriah's aid. And this too would be a test for David. God would show him, surely I'm the God of this house. But I'm the God of this entire planet. And there are those that choose other gods, but I'm the God of them. And I'm a God that honors righteousness. I don't care if it's of a fallen angel, a demon, or a Gentile. I am a God that honors righteousness, pureness of heart, salted intention. What David and Uriah had was a salted relationship. Where when David interacted with Uriah, it should have been through salt. Uriah's interacting with David through salt. Yet David, his intentions were completely corrupted. Completely. And Uriah sensed it, yet did not. Embrace it in its fullness. He didn't. He did not see David as a man. He saw David as perfect. He trusted David in ways that he should not have. Because at the end of the day, David was a man. No greater or no less than he. Yet, he allowed David's resume, all that he heard of David, David's walk, what David presented to him, to guide him. And that is the word for many of you. There are many of you in life, I'm seeing this in this season of my life, y'all, But there are many people in my life that have presented themselves in one way, but they're just people. I have known them my whole life and I have categorized them in certain ways because they've been consistent in showing me that. There have been people in my life that I felt could have potentially walked on water. There's people in my life that I knew didn't walk on water, but that I've exalted in other areas. But a lot of times, people are just actors. They're just playing a role. At the end of the day, we're all human. At the end of the day, we are all human and none greater or lesser than another. And if we can keep that in mind, especially listening to the story of the king, David did triumphant things. But at the end of the day, he's just a man. Yet he falls for the same tactics that Adam fell for. Goes about covering it up in a way that shows weaknesses in his character. And his house would suffer. His vine would experience things that were never intended for them to experience. It would. All because of decisions that the king made that he did not have to make. With a person he thought God would not care either way about. But God did.